stories. I remember you told me that story when you went to New York for that cover, and the owner of Macy's or something made you go on a date with his son, and you bailed out early. Tell him that story real quick again. Remember that?
Well, everybody's talking about going pro.
Okay, all right.
And it's interesting because the first time I skated for anybody was Bun Buster out of Whittier. Anybody remember Bun Buster? Chicago Wheels. They placed an order. They got an order from a drugstore. And then they had to figure out how to build the boards. And then they had to figure out where to get the wheels. Well, beyond that I skated for Hobie. I'm still an amateur with the 1964 December National Contest in Santa Monica. So I was the first woman skateboarder champion, which was a real plus. Although, you guys, I gotta let you know, I tied with Macaha on points with Danny Bear. That was huge, although I never got to share the trophy. So I moved on to Hobie, and that was being in the right place at the right time. And I don't know if you've heard this story before, but I changed a tire for a woman on the Santa Monica freeway. They gave me enough money to put 10 bucks of gas in my old Volkswagen bus and get to Dana Point. As I got to Dana Point, Hobie's leaving out of the shop. It was just seconds I would have missed this opportunity. He had on a suit, he had his arm full of skateboard boxes and folders of his stuff. He was going to New York. He says, I haven't got time for this. I said, well, please just look at my pictures I have. 3 black and white, glossy 8x10s. And I said, here, look at this. And he goes, can you babysit? I'm like, what? Can I babysit? Well, sure, I guess. Why? His wife had just broke her leg in Mammoth, and they were bringing her from the hospital in the ambulance to the house. He says, follow me. So I followed him to Laguna Beach, and he installed me with his kids that were all 3 years old and younger, I think. And I babysitted him for 2 weeks while he sold Macy's department store his package for the California promotion on their 5th floor. Well, he sold me as part of the package. Hallelujah. That put me on tour. Life magazine caught up with me through Macy's department store, and I was in the right place at the right time, starting with changing a flat tire for a lady on the Santa Monica freeway. So now I'm getting paid. So I didn't have to ask. I didn't have to do anything more. I was a pro. I got paid. I had an expense account, and I got to fly all over the United States, although I had to wear high heels to get on the plane. Me and shoes were real strangers, and so if you look at the Life magazine, you'll see Band-Aids on my heels, and the shoes was absolutely killed me. And I don't think you think that's funny, but it was weird.
Awesome. Thank you, Patty. You done? A little more?
You changed the world, though. That changed the world.
That's the best pickup line I ever heard.
I gotta try to remember.
So, you guys let me know. That was 1965. I was a pro.
Who was skating in 1965, let alone pro? Anybody? Raise your hand. Okay.
Now, that for women, that was a first. So, do you guys know anybody else that became pro in 65? Ah. That makes me the first pro skateboarder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
challenge. This is huge to get your approval. Men I never even knew until just recently. You're a rascal. You too. I know you.
Okay, Professor, can we get to Professor? A little bit more? No, this time, right here, Professor Smith.